In order to create a new grade item, you'll want to go to the Assessments tab, select Grades, and go to the Manage Grades page. At the top of this page, you'll see a New button that you can select. Below that, there will be an option for Item. We'll select this to create a new grade item. There are several different types of grade items. You can see more about this under What Type of Grade Item. The most commonly used is numeric, so that's what we're going to create today. We select our grade item, and on the first tab under Properties, it's required to put in a title. I will call this Sample Item. As I continue down the page, I have other settings that I can fill out to meet my specifications. I can put in a weight, the number of points that the item is worth. If it's extra credit, I can put it in as bonus. If it's out of 10 points but I want to be able to award more than 10 points, I can choose Can Exceed. And I can also choose which grade scheme I want it to follow. If this grade item will be using a grading rubric, you can select here to add the rubric. And if you want special display options, you can select the drop-down menu and fill out Customize Display Options. Otherwise, it will just follow your default displays. I don't need to save at the bottom of this page because I tab over to Restrictions, and as I do so, it's actually going to save automatically for me. On the Restrictions page, this is similar to creating a new category where we can fill out a date at the top, or we can leave it always visible, or we can leave it always hidden. Below the date options for restrictions, there are release conditions. If you want to put in further conditional settings, in addition to the dates or instead of the dates, you can fill out the release conditions so that the student has to complete a different task before they go ahead and access this grade item. The third tab we can click over to, but we actually won't do anything with it today. This is the Objectives tab. The Objectives tab comes into play if we're using competencies. Oftentimes we don't double the competencies with the grades, but there is an option to do so if we decide to. Tabbing back over to Properties, after I've completed all of my settings, at the bottom of the page I can choose to save and close. Now we can see that if we scroll down to the bottom of the page, just below our sample category, we now have a sample grade item.